In this video, we're going to go over what exactly is probability. So probability is going to be something that you need to be able to have a fundamental understanding of for data science, right? So let's go ahead and jump into what probability is, how it works, so you can get an understanding of this for all the lessons that are coming to follow. So what exactly is probability? So probability is the likelihood of an event occurring, right? Very, very simple. It's the probability of something actually happening, right? It's about quantifying how likely each event on its own would happen, right? And so we measure probability with numeric values between 0 and 1 because we like to compare the relative likelihood of events actually happening, right? And so the probability formula is probability of event X occurring equals the number of preferred outcomes over the number of outcomes in the sample space. So you can see the actual algorithm there to the right. And then preferred outcomes are what we want to occur, right? What we want to happen. And so the sample space refers to all possible outcomes that can occur. So let's go over an example here. So let's say that we have an event that is us flipping the coin, right? To get, let's say, the outcome of tails, right? So we want to flip the coin and we want to get tails. So this is our only preferred outcome, right? And so there are only two possible outcomes here, tails or heads, right? There's nothing else, nothing more. So the probability is 1/2. Very, very simple, right? So this is a very straightforward example here, right? I want you to be able to get a fundamental understanding of this, right? It's really that simple. So you're looking to flip a coin and you have two different probabilities, right? Two different outcomes, tails or heads. And so you have the probability at 1/2. It's literally that simple. Let's go over an example here. Another one that goes over the rolling of the dice, right? A little bit more numbers involved here. So we're rolling the dice and we want to get a 5, right? This is a single preferred outcome, 1. And so there are 6 total possible outcomes, right? Because on the dice you have 1 through 6, right? So the probability of you landing on a 5 is 0.167, right? Because you have, 1/6, right? As far as the chance of you landing on the 5, it can be whatever number, right? It can be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The probability is always going to be 1/6, right? Because no matter what, it's always going to land on one of those. And it's not going to land on 6 and a 4 or 6 and an 8 or whatever, right? It's always just going to be 1 through 6. So you have 6 possibilities and then you have one chance, right? One opportunity to land one of those particular numbers, right? So this is ultimately here what probability is about. I just wanted to give you a quick and simple probability formula here to understand what probability is all about, right? And understand how it works. It's really ultimately about understanding the likelihood of a particular event occurring. And we went over these examples here with, 2 possible outcomes, 6 possible outcomes. But when we're talking about, thousands of, potential situations that can arise and that can, happen and, potentially happen, right? That's where probability can get a lot more complex. But I want to give you just these 2 examples here to get that foundational understanding. So that's going to be here for this one, and we'll see you on the next one.